In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make this delicious mincemeat spaghetti. It's so easy and so quick, yet so flavorful and just so good. It's one of those things you can whip up after work on a weekday and everyone is going to love it. Hi guys, my name is Boki Akimade. I'm a digital creator and a food blogger here in Lagos, Nigeria. If this is your first time here, please hit the subscribe button. Also hit the bell so you're notified every time I post new content like this. For this recipe, I'm using some spaghetti, but you can use any pasta that you like. I'm also using some mincemeat, some blended pepper mix, which has been coarsely blended, some chopped onions, some oil, oregano, onion powder, chicken seasoning, some salt, and some fresh garlic. First thing I'm going to do, of course, is to start to cook my pasta. So in this pot, I've been boiling some water and then I'm going to add some salt. Always make sure that your water has boiled before you add the salt when you're cooking pasta. Otherwise, the water will take a longer time to boil and you're just going to be standing there waiting for it to boil. So make sure that your water has boiled before you add the salt and then add in your pasta. So I've added in my spaghetti now. I'm just going to let it cook for about 10 minutes. It's not going to be completely soft because I'm still going to cook it in the sauce, but it needs to get its cooking on and then I'm going to drain the water. Next, in this pan, I'm going to start on the mincemeat. So I've added a little bit of oil. When the oil is hot, I'm going to add in my mincemeat, and then with a wooden spoon, I'm going to try and break it up and also stir it at the same time. I'm doing this on low to medium heat because I don't want it to burn. I haven't put a lot of oil in the pan. I've put about a tablespoon of oil, and this is 400 grams of mincemeat that I'm trying to cook in that oil. So I need to keep my eye on it so that it doesn't burn. So I'm going to cook this now until it's no longer pink, which will take about 3 to 5 minutes. I'm going to add some chicken seasoning to this just to season it, to give it some taste, and that's all I'm going to be adding to this. The rest of the seasoning is going to be in the actual sauce, but I wanted to give this beef some taste, is why I'm adding some chicken seasoning. It's properly cooked now. Most of the water has dried up. I'm just going to make sure I properly break the ground beef so that I don't get any big lumps in it. But I mean, you can do whatever you want. This is just how I want it. I want the tiny pieces of ground beef in my spaghetti. Now that it's cooked, I'm going to scoop this in a bowl and just set it aside. My spaghetti has been cooking for 10 minutes now. I'm going to drain it in a colander and just set it aside while I make the sauce. I put a bowl under there to save the pasta water, but I don't think I really need it, but we'll see. In this pan, I'm adding some oil. And then I'm going to add in my chopped onions when the oil is hot. I'll saute this for about 1 minute until it's soft and fragrant. And then I'm going to add in my minced garlic. I love to make things like this with garlic. Like, it just gives it a really nice flavor, and gosh, garlic is so good. Next, I'm going to add in my blended pepper mix. So this is a mixture of tomatoes, tatashe, habaneros, and onions. I have more tomatoes than tatashe in this mix, and I didn't blend it smooth because I wanted to see the specks of pepper in my pasta. So to this, I'm going to add some chicken seasoning. I'm going to add some onion powder. I love onion powder. You guys, if you don't already cook with onion powder, like, I don't know what you're waiting for. If you've been watching my videos, you know I cook everything with onion powder. And next, I'm adding some oregano. Gosh, this dish without the oregano, I don't know what would have happened. Like, the flavor with this oregano is just out of this world. The smell when I put it in just changed. Like, it took everything to 100. I've added some salt also, and I'm just going to cook this until my peppers are soft and properly cooked. Next, I'm going to add in my mincemeat or my ground beef. And I'm going to cook all of this together. You're going to want to taste everything now and then add some more seasoning if you need to. I've just tasted mine and it needs a little bit of salt. So I'm going to add that and then continue to cook it. You also need to taste your pasta because that will determine if you're going to add some liquid to this. My pasta is pretty much cooked, but it would need some steam to soften up. So I'm not adding any more liquid to this. I'm just going to leave what's in it. It has a bit of moisture, so I'm just going to leave that and then I'll finish cooking my pasta in here. So next I'm adding my pasta. Make sure you add a little bit at a time so you can determine, if you need to add more pasta or if you need to stop right there. I wanted to have a decent amount of mincemeat with my pasta, so I'm not adding too much, but I'm just going to mix it in now and see how that goes. I think it still has room for like a forkful, so I'm going to add a little bit of spaghetti to this. But of course, when you're making yours, you can determine, what you want to do. I really like seeing the mincemeat, in my pasta and like with every forkful that I take, so I'm not going to do too much. I'm going to stir all of this in and lower the heat. And then I'll let the moisture from the sauce and the mincemeat finish cooking the pasta. I'm just going to cover the pot now and give it about a minute or two to steam up and soften up a little bit. And then I'll give it another stir. And you guys, this is my mincemeat pasta. It's like the most delicious thing I've made this week. I mean, I didn't just start to make it, but I haven't made it in a while, and I just made it for dinner the other night, and I thought you guys would love this, and so I did this recipe for you. It's one of my favorite pasta dishes, and I hope that you guys are going to enjoy it. It took a total of 25 minutes to make this, from blending the peppers and cooking the pasta and doing the mincemeat and everything. It didn't really take long at all, and it's so yum. Make sure to use oregano, but you can use any dried herb that you have. Also, you can use penny pasta, fusilli if you don't want to use spaghetti, or if you want to just try something different. Whatever you use will work, and I hope that you guys are going to love this one. If you've enjoyed watching this video, please give me a thumbs up. Leave me your questions, your suggestions, and your thoughts basically in the comment section, and I'll respond to them. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already done that, and I'm going to see you in my next video. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in my next one. Take care and God bless. Bye-bye.